Hey, how's it going guys, and welcome back to another Pixelmon video. In today's video, it is the first of my new series where I will be challenging different Pixelmon servers to battles. And how this is going to work is that there are 3 battles, and each battle is on a different format. We have a base format of NatDex OU, and then the server Pixel format and my side Pixel format. Every episode, I will be joined by 2 of my close friends, and I will be changing who I bring throughout every video. With all of that out of the way, the first episode I wanted to be was HEXMC. It is the server I personally play the most, and I am great friends with the owners and staff there. HEXMC is a revolutionary server that brings Pixelmon to life with daily rewards, awesome custom forms. I mean, look at that Mega Feraligatr. Okay, I'm a little biased, but it's cool, okay? They also have bi-weekly tournaments within various formats, and I've also seen some early peeks at things to be added to the server, and it looks amazing. They have huge stuff planned, so make sure you get ahead of the game, get along for the hype, and join the server and check out HEXMC. Their IP and Discord are listed in the description down below. And of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'm currently working on hitting 1,000 subs before 2025, and we are very close to our goal. Alright, sorry for the long intro, let's get right into more details. So HEXMC's owners, Evan and Big Squid, will be battling alongside their staff member, Diamond Mike. They are the players that are going to be battling us, and on my side, I brought my good friends, Balak and Ivy. For the formats, HEXMC chose NatDex Monotype Anything Goes. You have to have a team full of a single type, so 6 steel types, 6 fire types, you get the idea. Diamond Mike is their battler for the format, and we sent Ivy to take up their challenge. Our second format is actually our pick, and Balak really wanted to do Scarlet Violet ZU. The ZU tier is actually the lowest tier in Scarlet and Violet, yet it has some very surprising Pokemon in it, like Snorlax, which still can't believe that's ZU, but whatever. Balak really wanted to play it, so I gave him the green light. Big Squid is HEXMC's battler for the Scarlet Violet ZU format. And finally, Evan and myself will be battling out in NatDex OU. Except, Evan actually challenged me to the same format that we play in my very popular Pixelmon Tournament series. If you haven't seen that series, I highly recommend you watch it. Most of you have probably honestly gotten into my channel from those videos, but anyway, yeah, he wanted to do a battle in that same format, and the only difference is that we can't Dynamax, but I agreed happily. And if you've seen my Pixelmon Tournament series, I bring back one of the teams, so leave your guess which season team I brought in the comments below. If you want to see just different teams used or the team that I used, make sure you join my brand new Discord where I have all my teams that I use listed. I have teams in NU, OU, NatDex OU, Ubers, all Pixelmon teams, just a bunch of stuff listed in my new Discord, so make sure you guys join that. Link is also in the description. Sorry, let's just get into the battles. Starting off our series of battles, we have Squid and Balak opening it up with Scarlet Violet ZU. Balak leads Dunsparce while Squid led Smeargle. Balak immediately goes for Coil while Squid uses Taunt. Dunsparce then goes for Body Slam, doing big damage as Smeargle uses Snuzzle. The following turn, Smeargle falls to Body Slam. Malamar comes out next, and as Dunsparce is paralyzed, Squid uses Superpower. Squid then uses Knockoff to take off the Eviolite, but Dunsparce had coiled again. Squid then lands a huge crit Superpower, taking out Dunsparce. Leafeon comes out next and uses X Scizor to deal massive damage to Malamar, while Malamar hits back with Knockoff. Leafeon tanks it and uses another X Scizor to take out Malamar. Abomasnow is sent out, it lands an Ice Shard, but Leafeon survives and then deals about 65% with an X Scizor. One more Ice Shard lands, but Balak has a leg up. He switches into Lumineon and goes for Air Slash, but Squid had swapped into Electivire. Electivire uses Volt Switch as Balak sent in Leafeon, and it gets taken out. Squid then sends in Vikavolt as Balak sends in Sudowoodo. Vikavolt uses Dig, but Balak has used Stealth Rock. Dig does decent damage, and then Sudowoodo misses Head Smash. Vikavolt then just takes out Sudowoodo with Energy Ball. Squid now has the leg up. Balak chooses to send in Fracture, and he uses Dragon Dance, but the incoming Bug Buzz just does way too much damage. Fracture then lands an Outrage, but Vikavolt lives on 10% and takes down the dragon with Bug Buzz. Squid is now in a super good spot, but it's not over yet. Luxray is sent out. Firefang takes out Vikavolt. Squid then sends in Electivire and he uses Earthquake, but Luxray narrowly survives and then KOs Electivire with Facade. Abomasnow is out next and it uses Ice Shard to take down Luxray, but it proceeds to faint to the own Life Orb damage. Finally, Squid sends in Fire Oricorio as Balak sends in Luminion. The Stealth Rocks do 50% to the Firebird, but it roosts up while tanking the Ice Beam. Squid roosts up again, but a single Hydro Bump takes down the Pokemon, and Balak is the winner of round 1 in Scarlet Violet ZU. GG's to both players, and I really like both teams. I never looked much into ZU before as a tier, so it was just cool seeing Pokemon like Luminion, Luxray, Vikavolt, and more shine in a battle, just Pokemon you never see. But now, we're on to the next battle, which is myself versus Evan. And he had challenged me to the same format I have played in my very popular YouTube series, excluding Dynamax. I was nervous, but I brought back the same team I had used to win the very first season in my very first Pixelmon video. It's a callback, and it is also a way to give a big thanks to all of you for allowing that video to reach over 10k views now. And I figured I'd just bring this team back out of retirement for a battle. However, Evan had also brought a solid terrain team that looked really frightening to face. I lead Galvantula as he leads Landorus. I decided to do a quick swap into Charizard thinking he will go for U-turn or go for Stealth Rocks, but he simply uses Stone Edge to take down my Charizard instantly. I then send in for Alligator and I use Waterfall as he switches into Tapu Koko and I do huge damage. My team doesn't have any solid switch-ins to Koko, but I just send in Necrozma Duskmane. He sends in Greninja, but my switch-ins are limited, so I go for Earthquake. Greninja is taken down to 22%, but Necrozma is extremely low from the Dark Pulse. I send in Xerneas who resists the Dark Pulse, and I go for Power Herb Geomancy as he switches into Landorus. This is my time to do as much damage as I can. I use Moonblast and Landorus falls. Tapu Koko comes in next, but also falls to the oncoming Moonblast. Sneasler is out next, and I narrowly tank the Dire Claw, and then I KO it with Psychic. Alomomola is out now, and I go for the electric terrain boosted Thunderbolt thanks to Koko's earlier switch in, and it KOs the tanky fish. Greninja is now on the field, and he uses Water Shuriken to KO Xerneas. I send in Galvantula, but I realize my mistake. Water Shuriken can actually hit through the sash thanks to multiple hits, so I just send in Necrozma and let it fall to the next Water Shuriken, so I can safely send in for Alligator. I go for the Waterfall after tanking the Water Shuriken, and it KOs Greninja. Feraligatr then lands a big crit Waterfall on the Skarmory, but thanks to the Rocky Helmet plus the Body Press, Feraligatr falls. However, I send in Galvantula and I end the battle off with a single Thunder, KOing the Skarmory, and I have now won. The battle was close, and I think I barely won. Evan's team was super strong, and his Sneasler was by far his most threatening Pokemon paired with Koko. And he did really well because he didn't have any, like, super legendaries. Like, I had Necrozma Duskmane and Xerneas on my team. He had, like, OU level legendaries on his team. And he played super well, and it was a great match, Evan. Thank you again. But now, next up is Diamond Mike versus Ivy in their Nat Dex Monotype AG battle. Ivy had settled on making a team with the Fairy type, but unfortunately for her, Mike was using an all Poison type team, and well, I think you guys know how this is going to end. Mike leads Glimmora as Ivy leads Grimmsnarl. Ivy goes for Thunder Wave, but then sets up screens. But while she's doing that, Glimmora is simply stacking up Stealth Rocks and Spikes. Ivy then sends in Xerneas and goes for the Geomancy with the Power Herb, while Glimmora uses Mortal Spin to get the poison off. Glimmora lives Psychic thanks to Sash and then sets up another layer of Spikes. Xerneas then takes down Glimmora, but it's at low health, and Mike is already set up. He sends in Scolipede and it lives Psychic thanks to Sash and uses Swords Dance. And thanks to the ability Speed Boost, it's becoming even faster. He uses Protect to get another Speed Boost and is now faster than Xerneas. So he goes for Poison Jab and takes down Xerneas. And then finally, Scolipede just goes on an absolute tear. It takes out Fluttermane and then Grimmsnarl, and not even Screens is enough to save Ivy as it falls. Zacian comes out next, but Earthquake takes it down. Enamorus also falls to Poison Jab, and then lastly, Fairy Arceus is sent out, but it falls again to the Poison Jab. Mike has won the battle. GG's to both Mike and Ivy. Mike brought a great team, and while Ivy had also brought a good team, that matchup was just so impossible for her. Like, I honestly, GG's. I think Mike, no one expected him to pull up with a Poison-type team, let alone a Scolipede that was going to tear things up. And, yeah, Ivy just, I don't think she was prepared for that at all. So, GG's. Both players played extremely well. And with the final score being 2-1, it means we, as a team, have won against HEXMC. And I want to give a big shout out to HEXMC for being an amazing server, making this video possible. So make sure you guys check them out link in the description down below for their IP, their Discord, and if you actually see me on the server, I give prizes to my subscribers, so be on the lookout for me. And also thanks to Ivy and Balak for joining me for the video. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also comment down below what server you would like to see me challenge next, as well as maybe leave behind a format or something, because I mean, we get to pick a format every time we play one of these servers, so if there's a certain format you'd like to see us battle with, you know, leave a suggestion down below. And with all that said, make sure you guys click on one of these videos here on screen to watch some more awesome Pixelmon content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.